Parker, her second season leading the gym dog program.
Yeah, and she's really trying to elevate this team this year and make it back to a regional final. That's definitely her goal for the team.
And they'd like to finish up the season ranked in the top 25 as well. Then you look at Arizona, led by head coach John Core, 8th season leading the program, 28th year overall with the Gymcats.
Yeah, they had a great season last year, making it all the way to the Sweet 16. I know they want to be back there and even further into making it to a national final is their ultimate goal. They've got a great team here, so anything is possible.
Yeah, and you look at Arizona, ranked number 18 in the country in the WGCA preseason poll.
Yeah, that's a very high start for Arizona. In the past handful of years, they haven't been ranked as high. Last year, finishing with that Sweet 16 definitely has helped their ranking going into this season. So it's exciting to see what they come here tonight with.
So it's not only a debut for the season for the Gymcats, but also the new outfits, new leotards, going with the Midnight Pearl is what we're calling that.
Definitely a beautiful leotard they have tonight. I haven't seen very many Leos with pearls on them. There's some rhinestones still. We have to have our rhinestones, but
oh yeah,
they have detailed that out with some pearls, and it's beautiful.
So Arizona will lead off on the vault, Washington on the bars. As we take a look there at John Core, what a job he has done with the program. And talking with Shelby Martinez, one of the assistants, the goal this year is to either win the Big 12 regular season or win the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, last year coming in second, I know they'd like to continue to build off of the momentum of last season and really try and take home that title this year has definitely been their goal.
So as we get set to lead things off on the vault for Arizona will be Ainsley Griever, the junior. This is her specialty.
Yeah, it's exciting to see her back in the lineup. She was out all last season with an elbow injury. So it's great to have her back for Arizona on vault. She is a great vaulter. She's a great leadoff. This is exactly what you want for your team, is to have somebody super stable in this leadoff position. There's a little nerves, coming out at the season opener, but she is a perfect person to be in this position.
The junior from Naperville, Illinois, ready to get things started for the 2026 season. And as you mentioned, you got the nerves, and you also got the nerves coming back from injury.
Absolutely. But she's going to handle this beautifully. I can feel it. She did great in warm-ups.
Ainsley Griever.
And an awesome Yurchenko full to start out this rotation for Arizona. That might have been one of the best vaults I've even seen Ainsley do. You're going to see this huge block off the table. She had open shoulders, really pushed right there. Open hips landed, just the smallest of scooches on that landing, but that's a solid way for Arizona to start off this rotation.
Hugs and smiles everywhere there for the Gymcats. And now to get things started on the bars is Caitlin McWilliams for the Gym Dogs.
And she starts with a nice release combination. Back up to the high bar. Setting up for her dismount. And a double layout to a nice stuck landing. That's a great start. For Washington, that's exactly what they're looking for, is that stability in that leadoff position. And you can see she's got this double lay, little form deduction probably there with the legs separating, but solid landing, great solid start for Washington.
And now next up on the vault for the Gymcats will be Elizabeth LaRusso, the senior from Las Vegas.
And she brings a lot of stability to this lineup as well. She's very capable on vault to score big, and she's been with this team now as a fifth year. She brings a lot on vault and floor. You'll see her later on floor.
She was named the most consistent in the Gymcats End of the Year Awards. Somebody you can always count on. As we await the score for Caitlin McWilliams on the bars. Keep an eye on LaRusso. Mom, Kimberly, Dad, Steven. Somebody gets it done in the classroom as well, Michelle. 3-time winner, academic honor roll, 2 times in the Pac-12, last year in the Big 12.
It's amazing to see the balance between the classroom and in the gym.
Elizabeth LaRusso.
And another Yurchenko full to a stuck landing. Wow. Arizona has really opened this season here with two amazing and everything with a gymnastics schedule. So you have to be very dedicated in both areas.
Yes.
In the classroom and in the gym to get that done. That's impressive.
Yeah, talking to coaches, she is committed to excellence.
Clear hip, just a little short on that handstand, setting up for a ginger to her overshoot. Little body position deductions on that, but great combination, very difficult. A little short on that last handstand, setting up for her dismount, half in, half out, and a step forward, little bit under rotated on that, so she'll get a little deduction on that landing with that step as well. But another solid start for Washington. You're going to see this dismount here again. She'll be doing a twisting dismount, a half in, half out. Looks for the landing just a little short as she came out of that, had to take that step forward. That'll be at least a 10th off on that step there. And the judges are looking for those stuck landings to not give away those 10s on these routines. That will make up such a big difference here at the end for the team total.
And next up now here for Arizona on the vault, it will be Sophie Durr. Good look right there.
And
that's junior, sorry.
And this entire Arizona lineup is going to be doing Yurchenko fulls. This vault starts at a 9.95, so not at a 10.0 start value. In college gymnastics, you'll see a lot of different vaults starting at a 9.95 or a 10.0. The 10.0, obviously, you can score that perfect 10. The max score here is a 9.95.
Russo had a 9.75. Here we go with Sophie Durr.
Another big Yurchenko full, nice vault, just a little shuffle back there, little hop on that landing, but another solid vault for Arizona. This might be the best I've seen Arizona on vault in the last handful of years. You can see this big push off the table there, good form, and just barely moved on that landing. So great start for Arizona. And a 9.825 for Ainsley Griever in the leadoff position with a vault that starts at a 9.95. That's an impressive score.
And next up now for the Gym Dogs on the bars will be Olivia Applegard. Applegard, the senior out of Newport Beach, California. Communications major. Career high in the bars of 9.875. Caitlin Williams had a 9.650.
Setting up for her release combination. Really nice height on that release, and then directly into an overshoot, just a little short of handstand there. Setting up for her double lay, and just another little step forward, a little under rotated on that. And the judges are really looking for everyone to hit a handstand position that's straight over the bar. Otherwise, there's a small deduction, but another quality routine for Washington, putting up some good routines here.
Good look at Applegard there. Now next up for Arizona, back to the vault, it will be Abigail Martin, the junior from Bay Cliff, Texas.
And Abigail's been a very solid competitor for Arizona for the past 2 seasons. She's got a big vault here with the Yurchenko full as well.
Career high of 9.875 for Martin.
Big push off the table, and a nice Yurchenko full, just had that hop on that landing. You saw she just didn't quite absorb that landing fully, had a hop straight up and down, which this early in the season, that's a fantastic vault. Great open hips, just a little bit, almost like too much energy, which is understandable here in your first competition.
There's some adrenaline going on right now here at the Kale Center.
Absolutely.
Abby Martin, all-around team, mentioned preseason Big 12 unanimous selection, also preseason Big 12 for vault and beam, as we head now back to the bars. And for the Gym Dogs, it will be Moody. Dia Moody, the graduate from Frisco, Texas, went to Lebanon Trail High School, getting her master's in education, intercollegiate athletic leadership.
A beautiful handstand position, toe on off. Jordan Maloney into a very nice pack, a lot of height on that. Nice pirouette. Setting up for her dismount. Another full in, twisting dismount, just a little shuffle on that landing. Great routine for Washington.
Will be Emma Strom. You know, that last name sounds familiar.
I think I know that girl.
You might know her very well, Mom.
Yes, we'll put the mom hat on for a moment to watch this, but yes, that is my daughter.
Emma, the senior from Omaha, Nebraska. Career high of 9.875 on the vault.
And a big Yurchenko full. Nice body position throughout. Had a little hop backward. You could hear the push off the table. She's a very solid vaulter with a lot of strength and pushes off the table real nice here. You can see that. And then just pikes down just a little bit and has that hop backward. But overall, this has been a fantastic rotation for Arizona on vault. This is not usually their strongest event, and right now they're just looking really strong on vault.
Yeah, after Griever is LaRussa 9.75, Durr 9.775, and then Abigail 9.750. And now we head back to the bars, and it'll be Mary McDonough for the Gym Dogs.
Yep, beautiful release. She was just a little too far away from the bar, let go just a little early, which then caused her to not be able to grab that bar. Beautiful height on that. I can see that's probably a gorgeous release move for her. Normally does that blind change perfectly, and then just releases just a little too early. Gets back up on the bar though. She's gonna finish up with a blindfold double tuck, looks for that landing and just a little step there.
How tough is it after you've got the fall to come right back?
Yeah, I mean, you know that you just got to get up and fight for every 10th because you don't know if the next routine is going to have a fall, so they may have to count that score, but they're looking to drop that score. They have 6 routines, take the 5 highest scores, so they'll be looking to drop that with their last competitor nailing the routine.
And then we head back to the vault, and for Arizona, it'll be Jessa Janicki, the sophomore from Maple Grove, Minnesota, went to Maple Grove Senior High School.
And a huge Yurchenko full. One small step there, but nice body position. I loved how much she pushed off the table and just a really pretty body position throughout that twist. She kept her hips open, lots of power. And just the smallest of steps, I mean, that's a fantastic start to the season, really, for all of the Gym Cats. I got to keep my cats and dogs separate here tonight with the Gym Dogs and the Gym Cats.
Hey, they fight everywhere.
I mean, they do.
What a great opening rotation for Arizona.
Yeah, definitely one of their stronger opening rotations. They, like I said, haven't been known for being a high-scoring team on vault, so that should definitely help them tonight.
And now we head back to the bars, and it will be Lily Tubbs, the anchor on the bars for the Gym Dogs.
And she faltered a little bit last week in their season opener, and I know they rely on her score. She is a very, very strong bar worker, so I expect that she will bounce back and have a great routine tonight.
The senior from Pflugerville, Texas, went to Hendrickson High School. Mom, Brendy, dad, Kevin. She was a 2021 Texas State champion on the bars as well as the beam.
I know they're excited to have her back in the lineup. She's been injured last season. So this should be great for the Gym Dogs to be able to put up a good score here in the anchor position. They definitely need that after the fall on the last routine. They need her to do exactly what she does every day in the gym.
Just waiting on the score here for McDonough. And here goes Tubbs.
Nice cast handstand position, toe on off. Maloney, it's a nice overshoot handstand. Solid cast handstand, beautiful lines, double layout, and tries to stick that, just had that arm movement and step back, but that was a great into their rotation. They'll be able to drop the fall from McDonough and be able to move on from that rotation. You can see beautiful lines, beautiful double lay. She tries to stick that, just has that one step back. But nice solid rotation for both teams to be able to come out and not count a fall. That's fantastic.
And we'll step aside for a break as we're through the first rotation. Some exhibitions are happening right now, but we're going to step away here. The 2026 season is underway for the Arizona Gymcats from right here at the McKay. Jessa Hanson-Parker, her second season leading the Gym Dogs program. She was an assistant coach at her alma mater, Iowa, before coming over to Seattle.
Yeah, really fantastic to see how she's taken on this program. I know last year they didn't make it into the postseason like they were hoping to, but this year they're definitely looking at the postseason. That's where they would like to be. And I think she's just been a fantastic add to Washington and really rallying these girls to do great things. They've got such a great old team. You know, you look at how many seniors are on the team and graduates, and so she's got some good experience to lead her there as well.
You know, you look at the Big Ten preseason coaches poll, Washington, they're picked to be in the 11th spot, but they were number 34 in the preseason polls. And, you know, when we talked to her during the week, you know, they want to finish in the top 25. And one way that they can get that done is through the senior Lily Tubbs. And I tell you what, everybody wants to know what one another did during the holiday break. Lily Tubbs, what did she do? She got engaged during the holiday, and she got engaged to longtime boyfriend Camden Foster, who played football at the University of Washington.
Yeah, what a great holiday. That's fantastic. I love the matching outfit.
Yes.
That's so adorable.
So big celebration for Lily once the team regrouped during the holidays, but what a cool moment right there.
Love
Lily
that.
Tubbs, yeah, the senior out of Pflugerville, Texas.
Yeah, and they're happy to have her back in the lineup from being injured last season. So she brings a lot of experience being a senior and has just beautiful gymnastics. She's a little taller gymnast, but her lines, as you saw on bars, were just gorgeous. And that's exactly what those judges are looking for, is quality gymnastics, very clean gymnastics, and she delivers that.
So as somebody as an elite gymnast and a star at the University of Denver, when you get to the season opener, just the nerves that come with that, just trying to handle that and perform.
Yeah, I mean, coming into your opener of the season, it's always, you know, hard to control your emotions a little bit because you want so badly to do well for your team, but you're a little bit nervous because you haven't done these new routines out on the floor. So this first opener, as we saw Washington last week, they had a few little hiccups here that they're trying to erase. And Arizona, this is their first competition of the season. And so far, I mean, they've just looked like they were full steam ahead from last season.
So now Washington, they will move to the vault. Arizona, they will head over to the bars.
Yeah, bars has historically been a very good event for Arizona. Kylie Cratchwell's done a fantastic job coaching on bars. You're going to see some really big release moves and dismounts, and they typically score very, very well. 23rd last year, and you know, I could see them moving up in the rankings on bars again. They have added some really great routines to this lineup. They did lose some real quality routines from last year that were just so solid, but they're really put together some really great routines from some of the younger athletes.
Yeah, you mentioned the younger athletes. a lot of younger athletes on this Arizona team that they're hoping they grow up quickly.
Absolutely. You never know, a freshman coming in if they're going to be too nervous. But so far, we're seeing some great things, and they are coaching every day in the gym how to, when you're practicing, you just come out and do that same thing here in competition. And I think you're going to see the experience of some of the older girls, being able to teach that to the younger girls on, hey, let's just stay cool and go out and do what we do in the gym.
Arizona about a half-point lead there after the first rotation.
Yeah, and most of these teams are looking to score around a 49, if not higher, in their rotation. That's when you kind of know it was a really great rotation for them. So Arizona just a couple tenths short of getting to that 49 mark.
And it'll be Caitlin McWilliams to lead things off here on the vault for Washington.
And a Yurchenko fold just a little short. You saw that step forward, so that tells the judges that there's a little under rotation, so there's more of a deduction with that step by stepping forward. Just a little closed shoulder on the table, which didn't give her that full push off the table to give her the height that she needed. But just the step forward didn't put her hands down, knees down, so that will not be counted as a fault, just a step.
McWilliams from Littleton, Colorado, went to Chatfield Senior High School. And now to lead things off for Arizona on the bars, it's going to be the freshman to get things started. And that's going to be Hillary Paleo, who went to Horizon High School in Phoenix. Always nice when you can stay in the state, stay close to home. Opportunity for family and friends to come continue to see you perform at the next level.
And I know they're excited about this freshman. Coaches have said she is just a rock star. She's a great athlete, and they obviously have a lot of trust in her, putting her up first. And what I've seen in warm-ups and in practice, she is a beautiful athlete.
Yeah, she is no nonsense and really does a great job of making the movements look effortless.
Line change into her release. Big hiked Jaeger into overshoot handstand. Nice position in that overshoot. Last handstand, just a little shy of handstand. Blindfold into double tuck. Looking for that landing, just a little hop on that landing, but what a great routine. Welcome to NCAA Gymnastics, Hillary. That was fantastic.
Paleo, the freshman, getting things started.
And you see her blindfold just a little past handstand there into her double tuck, looks for the landing, has that small hop. That's going to be a great routine for Arizona later on here in the season.
Yeah, Paleo really came on late in the fall, and she still has a lot of room to grow. A lot to like about the freshman, Hillary Paleo. And now we head back to the vault, and it will be Lily Tubbs, the senior, the recently engaged Lily Tubbs. A little extra bounce in her step.
Yes. And a big Yurchenko full. Ooh, that was a beautiful vault. And she knew it. She could see that landing coming down. You could see her eyes saw the mat, her arms flared. She had a straight body, and she was like a dart, nailing that landing. Nice push off the table, look, and she just nails that. That's a great vault for Washington. Just a little body position, maybe off of the table with that block, but man, that was great. Love that she saw that landing and took full advantage of it.
Boy, she performs with elegance and very dynamic, and she has a competitive fire about her, and she practices like it's a meet, and it translates.
Yeah, you can tell. She definitely was looking for that landing.
Well, we go from one freshman to another for Arizona here in the bars, and now it's Riley Carmen out of Etna, Ohio.
And a big release move right into an overshoot. Very difficult combination. And a little short on that handstand. Blindfold into her double tuck. And just a couple steps forward, little under rotated with that chest down on that landing there. And, I bet some of that's a little bit of nerves there, just trying to be in this moment. Was just a little past handstand on that blindfold, and then just a couple little steps. Those landings are hard early in the season, so she'll be looking to stick that landing here in the next few meets.
They're fighting for it, no doubt about it. Paleo had a 9.725 on her opener, and now we head back to the vault. Kayla McWilliams with a 9.40, waiting for the score on Tubbs as Preston Lynn steps up now for the Gym Dogs. Terrific all-around performer.
And a nice Yurchenko fold, just a couple shuffles backward. She was a little close to the table there, but great body position, nice push off the table. You'll see here, nice push, and then just shuffles back. But nice solid vault for Washington.
So Lynn followed up. Tubbs, who had a 9.750 for the Gym Dogs. And now we're going to head back to the bars. We go from 2 freshmen to now a sophomore.
Yeah, and Aubrey was in the lineup all last season as a freshman here on bars, so she's got that experience under her belt. So I expect a great routine here.
Another local product, Vallejo from Horizon High School in Phoenix, Aubrey from Mesa, Arizona, Red Mountain High School.
Yeah, why would you want to leave Arizona?
You wouldn't.
Nice release combination, right into a beautiful overshoot. She'll be setting up for a double A dismount and nails the landing. That was a great routine for Aubrey. She really saw that landing there on that double A. Beautiful overshoot to handstand. You can see such great height on this double A. Looks at the landing and she knew she had it.
But she was all smiles. She knew she stuck that one. She had career high coming in of a 9.850. She did that 3 times last year as a freshman.
Yeah, she was very solid all season, and I see her just excelling this season as well.
And now we're going to head back over to the vault, and it will be Jessica Schaefer, the freshman.
Really awesome vault. She loved that too. She was so surprised sticking that landing. I wasn't surprised. I could see she saw that mat and she was ready to stick that. Really gorgeous body position throughout that Yurchenko full. You could see that push, and then just so stunned. She's like, hey, look, I stuck that.
Did I really do that?
Yeah.
I really stuck that.
That was awesome. Love to see it.
Great job by our camera crew to get that reaction.
Yeah, Washington after that first vault was just a little bit short of what they're looking for. Has definitely come back with some really awesome vaults. They really excelled last competition on vault as well. They put up 6 quality routines last week, so they're trying to do the same this week.
Jessica Schaefer, another local. She went to Desert Vista High School in Phoenix. And now we head back over to the bars for Arizona, and it's going to be Abigail Martin, the junior. Her mom, Margaret, was an elite and college gymnast at Illinois. Dad, Mark, played baseball at Cincinnati, played some pro ball as well. Very athletic genes for Abigail.
Very dynamic on this event. She's so aggressive with everything she does. Pirouette, just a little past handstand position there. Setting up for her dismount, just needs to remain calm. Look for this landing on this double A. And just a little hop back, but awesome bar routine for Abigail Martin. Just beautiful execution on everything she does. She has such great rhythm throughout this routine. That pirouette and then setting up for her dismount. She is so great at her double A. Very high, great body position, feet glued together. Really awesome routine for Arizona.
She's got a career high of 9.975. You mentioned the excellence she has on the bars. And now we head back over to the vault. And it will be Kira Bolden.
And awesome. Yurchenko full for Kira Bolden. Beautiful push off the table. She had such great block and great body position. Looked for that landing. Another stuck, great landing. See that good push, great body position, nice and straight. Oh, she had a little shuffle back from where I was at. I couldn't quite see the landing, but little leg separation there. Things we see in slow motion that we didn't see in person. So that's why it's so tough to be a judge in this type of environment. It goes by so quick.
Bolden, the junior from Reseda, California, went to Granada Hill Charter High School. And she gets the big UW chain for that excellent vault. Great work out of Bolden. Now we go back to the bars, and it will be Sadie Smith, the sophomore, who transferred in from Arkansas, the lone transfer this year for the Gymcats.
Yeah, and she's a bar specialist, and she is beautiful on this event. Beautiful. Oh, she must not have caught that right. When you're catching a release move, your grips have a dowel in them, and you need that dowel to get over the bar to be able to hold that grip. And she was a little close to the bar when she caught that, but I'm surprised she wasn't able to hold on to that. I believe it probably had something to do with her grip, but just couldn't quite hold on to that, which is not normal for her. Very uncharacteristic of Sadie Smith here. Beautiful handstand. She'll finish up this routine. A little short on that overshoot. Beautiful handstand. And a double layout, just a little short on that landing. And I know they're expecting big things out of her this season. So, you know, it's hard to come out on your season opener and not do the routine you had hoped for, but I know that she'll bounce back from that. She's a bar specialist. She's meant to do bars. She's beautiful on that event.
Certainly big things ahead for Sadie Smith, who, by the way, her birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yes.
What a great way to spend your birthday.
Absolutely. And now we head back to the vault, and it's going to be the junior, Mary McDonough, for the Gym Dogs.
Oh, and a gorgeous vault. She was really trying for that landing, stepped forward. And in gymnastics, we always say if you're stepping forward or you're short, you're moving in the wrong direction. So she was really looking for that landing, but now there could be an under rotation deduction, but beautiful body position. Pikes that down just a little bit for that landing. You can see gorgeous there, pike down, step forward. And that will be a big vault for Washington. That was real nice, other than that step.
So you got the Gym Dogs huddling here with the head coach, Jessa Hansen-Parker. And then we take a look back over at the bars. Getting ready to perform here for Arizona. It is going to be the junior from Frisco, Texas, Sophie Durr. She's going to anchor the lineup here.
And you want to talk about a beautiful bar worker. It is definitely Sophie. She is just gorgeous on this event. She was just meant to do bars. When you see her technique, it's just next level. She's beautiful. And she's got a new release move that this will be the first time she's done it here in McHale.
Career high of 9.90. She's done that numerous times.
Change into a beautiful Jaeger. Man, that was gorgeous. That was high. Toe on off, right into a pack. Her pirouette just a little past vertical. Gorgeous handstand. And she has that twisting dismount there. Beautiful, just a little shuffle back. And that was an awesome debut of that huge release move. She was.
A lot of personality with her. And so far, halfway through here, the season opener, what have you seen here so far, Michelle?
Yeah, so far very competitive. Arizona leads by almost 5/10. And, to me, it looks like a little bit of first meet jitters happening for Arizona, just with some landings and, handstands on bars, body positions, things like that. Washington has that meet under their belt, and they came out on vault here and really delivered a great rotation. And, I see it as a close competition. It's anyone's meet here, and they're just going to have to go out and do some more quality routines, especially now going to beam. This is definitely the separator for a lot of teams. Is anything can happen. You can have the strongest beam team in the country and somebody can fall and it can be contagious. So we hope that those jitters are done after the first 2 rotations, and these girls are going to come out and do some real quality routines and really trust their training.
You take a look at this Washington team and what they did last year, as they head to the floor. They were 40th in the floor, ranked 38th in the Road to Nationals rankings overall.
Yeah, real quality beam team, being in the top 25 there. And I know they're looking to each year get a little bit better under this new head coach. And, you can see those incremental movements in their team score, even from the last competition. Their team score was really great coming out of their first competition. So I see great things coming with this team and this new coaching staff.
Yeah, we talked to Jessa Hansen-Parker, the head coach for Washington. The difference between year 1 and year 2 for her, working with the team. Last year it was just finding about, what the passion is, what the motivation is of the athletes. Now it's time to raise the standard with this group. And one way they do it, they got the motto, pack to peak. The dogs, they're a pack and they unite, and there's a lot of cohesion. And now you help elevate one another and get them to where they want to go, which is the peak.
Yeah, and I can really see her taking this team to a higher level. I see them making that postseason that they are so accustomed to being in. So I see great things coming with this team as long as everyone can stay healthy. And that's really what they struggled with last season, was people being injured. So I hope that they don't see the injury bug again this year.
So for Arizona, they will start off on the beam. And to get things started, will be Gianna Lenchner, the senior out of Oak Creek, Wisconsin. She was a 3-time Wisconsin State champion. Went to Oak Creek High School. So she'll be leading off here on the beam for the Gymcats.
And she's got some great experience on this event. This is her specialty, is balance beam. She's been in some great pressure situations and nailing this routine. So she's going to start with her tumbling series. Back handspring layout, step out. And she nails that.
Has a career high of 9.850 on the beam.
Her leap combination into a double stag ring position, really beautiful position. Very difficult to do when you take your eyes away from the beam. You're wanting to always be looking at the end of the beam. Aerial and very solid. She just has to find the landing here on this dismount, and this will be an awesome start. And a round up 1.5 to a stuck landing, and that is exactly how Arizona wanted to start. This beam rotation is with a solid landing like that from Gianna. She's got her leap combination, very difficult, takes her eyes away from the beam, and then she sets up here for this dismount, and she just drills this landing, and she's so excited about that.
Gigi Lenchner sticks it to get things started for Arizona on the beam, and now we move over to the floor for Washington. And to get things started will be Haley Fischera. Fischera, the freshman, made her college debut last Saturday, had a score of 9.825. That tied for the team lead. And Haley from Chandler, Arizona, Asha High School.
And her first tumbling pass, front layout into a Rudy to a double stag. Beautiful connected tumbling there. Every athlete gets to pick their own floor music and express their routine the way they want to. There are requirements that the judges are looking for, like this, a leap combination. And you'll see athletes do 2 or 3 tumbling passes. They just need to have enough bonus from each tumbling pass or connected bonus from skills being put together like she did in her first tumbling pass. Second pass, 1.5 into a front full. Very difficult combination. Great start for Washington on floor.
Haley Fischera, the freshman from Chandler, Arizona, getting things started on the floor for the Gym Dogs.
And this combination tumbling 1.5 into a front full, very difficult combination. Even there at the end of the routine, she handles that beautifully.
Great work there by the freshman on the floor, Fischera. Hugs and smiles all around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we're going to head back over to the beam for Arizona.
And it looks to be there's a conference going on with the judges. I'm surprised we haven't had one sooner.
You did warn me about that.
The first meet of the season, you see everyone's trying to get used to, judging routines, doing routines, and judges are having a conference. They want to make sure that they get the start value correct before they flash that score. Because every score matters to these girls, and, for postseason rankings for the team as well as individual results.
As we take a look right there for the Gymcats, that's Tirza Wise, the junior from Henderson, Nevada. She has got a career high on the beam of a 9.90. Terrific performer for the Gymcats. Just to give you an idea about the beam, it's 4 inches wide. So to give you an example of that, just take your cell phone and turn it around sideways, and that's about the width of a balance beam.
Yeah, pretty scary. I mean, it's more narrow than you would think. Here's as a great beam performer. She has a very difficult tumbling series on. We'll start with that tumbling series right off the bat. She'll do a triple series here. Back and spring into a layout. Step out. Just nailed that triple series. So confident.
To the floor, and it will be Jessica Schaefer, the freshman from Phoenix Desert Vista High School. Dad John competed in gymnastics at Western Michigan, runs in the family.
Setting up for her first tumbling pass and a front double full, very difficult tumbling pass. And her leap combination, just a little apart on the connection part of that jump series. And a very difficult 2.5 twist. Really difficult tumbling in this floor routine. she's going to have 3 tumbling passes. What a strong tumbler she is. The 1.5 to a front layout. Steps right out of that beautifully. In control on those landings. Another great routine for Washington on floor.
Jessica Schaefer had 9.750 in her college debut last week. So much to like about the freshman.
And here's a look at her second pass, a very difficult 2.5 twist. Handles that beautifully. And the last tumbling pass of the 1.5 to front layout, we're looking for that front layout to elevate higher than that first tumbling skill to 1.5. She had a very nice routine.
And now we head back to the beam for Arizona. And it'll be another freshman. And it will be Hillary Paleo. Had a great opening performance on the bars, now on the beam.
Yeah, let's test her nerves even more. As a freshman in her debut, put her on the beam. Why not? She's a very solid beam competitor. Beautiful layout step out series there. Handles that like a veteran.
Trained at Arizona Sunrays for 5 years under the former Olympian Amanda Borden, or that 1996 team that won gold.
And that was her leap combination. There might have been a little question of the connection of those 2 skills there. We'll have to see what the judges do and if she can add a leap series here to have that connection. Ariel just hips out just a little bit, has that wobble to the side. So a little bobble there, setting up for the dismount, a 1.5, and just a small hop there on the landing, but awesome routine for the freshman on her beam debut here in McHale.
Showing some composure and poise on the beam, the freshman.
Yeah, beautiful layout, step out, tumbling series, very difficult. And here she finishes the routine, super solid with that 1.5. Just a small hop to the side there, but very beautifully done.
Great work by Paleo. All smiles. You can take a deep breath now.
Yes,
You're okay.
you can. Absolutely. Get that one done. You're good to go.
Now we're going to head back to the floor for Washington, and it will be Kira Bolden, the junior. Very powerful performer. Likes to have fun and very engaging with her floor routine.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch. I saw this in warm-ups, and it looked like it was just full of energy. First tumbling pass, a full in, very nicely done. That's another E tumbling pass, very difficult, twisting and flipping at the same time. She handled that beautifully.
Bolden has a career high of 9.80 on the floor.
And her leap combination does 3 leaps. The judges are really looking for precision on those turning leaps to make sure they're either a half or a full to get credit. Next tumbling pass, a 1.5 into a front layout. That front layout could have elevated just a little bit more than the 1.5. But beautiful routine, a lot of fun there watching her. Very difficult first tumbling pass as well.
Great job there by Kira Bolden, the junior for Washington. Take another look.
Yeah, there's the leap pass, and it's so hard to count those turns as they're leaping because it goes by so quick, and they oftentimes are covering that pretty well, but she did a beautiful routine. She should be very happy with that.
Now we head back to the beam for the Gymcats. It's going to be another local performer out of Mesa, Arizona, Red Mountain High School, Aubrey Kronfeld, the sophomore. making her beam debut tonight.
Watching her in warm-ups, she just did a phenomenal job. She looked like a veteran, starting here with her tumbling, layout, step out, beautiful. Split jump into that double stack, putting her head back, just a little wobble on that landing of that double stack.
Mentioned Aubrey being from Mesa. She trained with the Desert Devils for 10 years. Excellent program back in the Valley.
And a front kickover, just a small wobble, but makes it through. Full turn, handled beautifully. That is a required element. Everyone has to do at least 360-degree turn on one foot. Setting up for her dismount, a little different than the others. Back handspring, 1.5. Hop forward. Nice debut routine on beam.
Great job, Aubrey Kronfeld.
And you see that split jump right into that connected double stack. Just the slightest of wobbles there. Sets up for her dismount with the back handspring, 1.5. And just the smallest of hops there. But beautiful routine for Arizona. And like I had mentioned before with Hillary's routine, possibly not connecting that leap series, she did score at 9.175. So my guess is she didn't get that connection bonus as well as a required element. So it happens, and you move on to the next meet.
That's all you can do. And now it will be Caitlin McWilliams on the floor for the Gym Dogs. She is a leader for this Washington team, very consistent. And she is terrific on the floor. Great dancer with choreography.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this routine. Washington loves this athlete. That she's done so many great things for the team. She's such a leader. Start here with her first tumbling pass. Beautiful, Rudy to a layout step out.
Going a little Depeche Mode.
Yeah, and a lot of connection bonus right there in that first pass. This song takes me back to my days, my high school days.
A little Personal Jesus. How important is that music to get that just right for the routine?
Oh, you gotta love it yourself, and you hope the crowd loves it as well. Oh, beautiful straddle position down to that Shushanova. Last tumbling pass. The double pike, solid landing. That's a quality routine for Washington. She should be real happy with that.
What a performance. Caitlin McWilliams, the senior on the floor for Washington. Wow.
Yeah, big routine for Washington there. First pass, that Rudy into that layout, step out. Beautifully done. Beautiful leap combination. Just gorgeous straddle position. Yeah, Washington needed that routine, and she definitely delivered.
Yeah, career high of 9.875 going into that one. And now we head back to the beam.
And there seems to be another conference on Aubrey Kronfeld's routine. They're going to talk about that, make sure they get that just right. One judge has a 9.45, another a 9.75. So they're going to discuss their differences there and repost the start values in the score.
And Emma Strom is up next. And as the performer, how difficult is it to sit there and wait while they sort that out?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of messes with your routine a little bit when your routine is to, say your words before your routine, and then it's delayed a little. You got to say a few more words before you get up on that beam. So, yeah, Emma's a senior here and should be able to handle that. She's great on this event.
as Emma Strom awaits. So active on campus as well. President of SAC, the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and heavily involved with the Big 12, the lift chair president. Big things ahead for Emma Strom now on the beam.
Talks about the future. She's going to start here. Finds the beauty in the throng. Her front kick over to beat jump, beautifully done. Very solid. Tumbling series, back handspring layout, step out, a little bit of a wobble there, but handles it, stays on the beam. That's what we're hoping for.
She was able to fight, hang on.
Leap combination, beautiful position. Almost wobbled out of that and just squeezed her whole body to stay on that beam. Going to do her full turn as a wolf turn. Beautifully done. Just needs to find the landing here on the dismount, round off 1.5. One and a half, and lands that. That was a great routine for Emma. She stayed on that beam. That's exactly what they were looking for her to do, since they did have that one faulted routine.
How are you doing over here, Michelle?
I'm just a little nervous here watching this, I'll tell you that.
Wonderful job as an analyst, but you're also a mom over here as well, watching Emma go.
I mean, it's hard to watch, but she stayed on the beam, which is all I care about, and did a really nice job. So super proud of her for overcoming that. She had a few falls last year and definitely has bounced back and looks to add to that lineup.
So great job by Emma Strom on the beam for Arizona. Now we head back to the floor for Washington, and it's going to be Kristen Lynn for the Gym Dogs.
Her first tumbling pass, 2.5 twists, just a little crooked on that landing, but holds on to that. Very difficult to see that landing. It's a blind landing.
Lynn, a career high 9.850 on the floor.
A 1.5 to a front layout. Beautiful landing, moves right out of that front layout. Her leap combination, beautifully done with that popa. She's going to do 3 tumbling passes in her routine. You see a lot of girls do 2 tumbling passes in college gymnastics. As long as you have all the bonus and the requirements, you can do 2 or 3. Last tumbling, Rudy holds on to that landing, just a little wobbly there, but nice job on that routine.
Kristen Lynn.
Beautiful routine.
For Washington. And you asked an interesting question as we take another look to Jess Hansen-Parker earlier in the week, Michelle. Just how's the team's wind after the flow performance, last week?
I need to correct myself first. That was a front double full from my view was blocked. I said it was a 2.5. I couldn't see the front handspring in front of that. So sorry for calling out the wrong skill there, but that was a great front double full E-tumbling pass to open that routine.
And how about the conditioning in your wind doing the floor exercise so early in the season?
Yeah, so hard to have that endurance, and these girls are getting through it really great.
And now back to the beam, anchoring for Arizona.
Yeah, and this is
Abigail Martin.
Definitely her event. She is beautiful on beam. Her rhythm is gorgeous. She's so confident as she moves and tumbles, leaps. She's gorgeous to watch.
Big 12 preseason selection for the beam for Abigail Martin.
Beautiful combination there with that double stag. Saw no hesitation whatsoever.
Rear high 9.925 for Martin.
The back handspring, layout step out, very solid. This is exactly what you want to see from your veteran and your anchor on this event. And you can hear her beam song, Purple Rain. Love that selection. Beautiful aerial, front aerial walkover.
Which is coincidental since Washington is in the house here.
I know.
Purple, the big color for Gym Dogs. Washington Sports.
Beautiful full turn. Just needs to find the landing here. Going to do a little different dismount than the others. A back handspring, gainer full off the side. Beautiful stuck landing.
Oh my.
And that's exactly what Arizona needed to finish with, is that stuck routine from Abigail Martin. Gonna watch here again, that tumbling series back handspring layout step out, so solid, and then ends here with her dismount back handspring gainer full off the side to find that landing. And that is what they needed with that rotation, to keep that rotation alive. They can drop the 9175 from their lineup and finish with a solid beam score today.
You think about Abigail Martin, you think dependable.
Absolutely.
Perfectionist, and she nailed it right there.
She sure did.
Now we're back to the floor for Washington.
And a front layout, front pull to a front pike, little step out of that front pike.
And it's Chelsea Hallinan, the anchor on the floor for the Gym Dogs.
And a double tuck. Beautiful landing.
This was a late change in the lineup for Washington. It was going to be Mary McDonough. It's Chelsea Hallinan, junior.
Yeah, at any moment you could be asked to sub in for somebody that gets hurt or can't do a routine, and she's delivering a quality routine here in the anchor position.
This is her first time performing on the floor. Just happens to be in the anchor spot.
Yeah, what a great debut. Yeah, beautiful routine there for Chelsea, being able to sub in and deliver that routine. Here's that round off double tuck, finds that landing beautifully. Really gorgeous routine. Love that she was able to step into that position, do so well.
Nothing but hugs for Chelsea Hallinan, the junior. Terrific performance on the floor to finish things up there for the Gym Dogs.
Yeah, and Arizona was able to salvage that rotation with almost trying to get to that 49, so they did a nice job.
And we'll head to the fourth and final rotation when we come back to McHale Center. You're watching Big 12 Gymnastics right here. The Gym Dogs. Off a guard out of Newport Beach, California. Communication major, Michelle. She wants to get into journalism. She might be doing this one
Yeah,
today.
she can come take this job.
Tell you what, terrific performer leading off on the beam. You mentioned steady, strong, very artistic as well is Olivia Oppegard, the senior. Gym Dogs on the beam.
She's going to start right off the bat with her tumbling series, a required element. Here's her back handspring. Layouts. Oh, and she's fallen. Definitely not the way they wanted to start this rotation, but just continue on. And
so uncharacteristic,
yes,
too.
Absolutely. I don't even have words for that when that happens. A beautiful follow-up with that leap combination. Handles the full turn very well. Nice aerial cartwheel. You can see that first fall was definitely uncharacteristic for her. Not something she would normally do. Last week they just had a phenomenal beam lineup. Setting up here for the dismount. The gainer full off the side. Just one little step on that landing. And she'll be a little disappointed with that. But the rest of the routine was just wonderfully done.
How about some resiliency and resolve to bounce back on the beam?
Just short on that layout step out there and just couldn't pull up. Finishes with that gainer full off the side. Small step, but nice way to come back after that fall.
Love to see the mental fortitude there from Alpagar. Now, leadoff on the floor for Arizona. And it's going to be Elizabeth LaRusso to get things started.
Yeah, and all last season, she was also the leadoff, and she just is so steady for Arizona. Has some difficult tumbling passes. Just so consistent. Front double full, and unfortunately just landed short on that. I don't think I've ever seen her do that.
So some uncharacteristic mistakes. The leadoff positions for both teams here.
Which is unusual because usually your leadoff is that person that you trust so much is going to go out and just nail that routine, get the whole team started. That's just not normal for Elizabeth to fall.
At a career high of 9.90. Does LaRusso on the floor.
Beautiful leap combination there. Super fun dance.
Yes.
New routine for her.
She's got her teammates just grooving with her.
Yeah, that's the fun of college gymnastics, is you have the team doing it right next to you. And her last tumbling pass, a round up 1.5 into a front layout, handles that one beautifully. And not the way she wanted to start that, but handled the rest of the routine beautifully. And she will definitely bounce back. Here's that front double full. Just looked like her punch was just a little short from takeoff. And follows up with these beautiful leaps. The switch side turning and the popa at the end, like just gorgeous position there.
Elizabeth LaRusso, the redshirt senior. Now we head back to the beam, and it'll be Dia Moody, the senior, for the Gym Dogs. Moody, career high 9.90 on the beam, came against Arizona.
Yeah, she's definitely cemented her place in this lineup here. She's going to start with her tumbling pass, back handspring, layout, triple series. One little leg lift there at the end, but handles that beautifully. It's very nerve-wracking to get back on the beam as the next competitor after your teammate has fallen, and she is handling this beautifully, like nerves of steel. Full turn.
Alpagar with a 9.20 on the beam for the Gym Dogs.
Her dismount, 1.5, just a step forward and then a step out of that. One aspect of sticking or landing is that you do have to be in total control of that landing, and she moved a little too quickly to salute those judges, trying to hide her step. But beautiful triple series here, layout, just has this one tiny little leg lift. And you can see right here, beautiful dismount, over rotates and just takes the hop and then the step. And the judges will deduct for that step and turn.
Little fun fact there with Moody, before meets, she does Lana Navarro's hair. for the meets. We got another pair that does the same thing for Washington as we head back now to the floor. And the freshman, Hillary Palayo, her busy night continues from the floor.
Yeah, so great to see this freshman out here on so many events. One and a half layout into that double stag. Really fun combination tumbling there. Beautiful leap position. Love the personality in the dance here. Got all the gym cats doing it on the sidelines.
Love to see it. Just adding to the energy of the performance of Palayo.
And a 1.5 front full, beautiful landing, very difficult tumbling pass to end her routine. It's a great debut for this freshman. I love it.
Hillary Palayo, all smiles with a tremendous performance.
Yeah, welcome to McHale. Love to see the energy and quality routine. Just love to see all the team doing the dance moves. So much fun.
Tell you what, she does not perform like a freshman.
No, she doesn't. She looks very experienced. And here's that last pass, that 1.5 front pull, beautifully done. She had so much rise on that front pull. It's gorgeous.
Now we're going to head back to the beam for Washington, and it will be Kristen Lynn. Kristen Lynn, career high 9.825 on the beam, and she set that last Saturday, season opener for the Gym Dogs.
Beautiful full turn. And a huge score for Hillary Palayo, 9.9 on her debut floor team.
Oh my goodness.
Back handspring layout, step out solid, tumbling series there.
Boy, that score just pumped some life into the Gym Cats.
Absolutely. Especially after a fall, that's exactly what they needed to do, is to bounce back and have another solid routine. And the Gym Dogs are doing just that as well. They've bounced back very nice after that first fall. The switch leap into a switch half, difficult combination. And a round off 1.5 to a stuck landing. That was a great routine for Washington. That should help that team score tremendously. That's exactly what she needed to get up and do. And here's that dismount again. Round off 1.5, stuck that landing, lined landing there, and handles that beautifully.
So just as Palayo answered the call with a 9.9 on the floor, how about Kristen Lynn stepping up when the Gym Dogs needed it there on the beam?
Yeah, that was clutch. Being able to step up in that pressure situation and be able to deliver a beam routine like that for the Gym Dogs, that was tremendous.
And now back to the floor for Arizona, and it is going to be Aubrey Kronfeld, sophomore. Career high 9.925 last year as a freshman.
Yeah, she always delivers a very fun routine. This is brand new for her. New music, new dance. First tumbling pass, double pike. Over rotates just a little bit there, but beautiful body position throughout that double pike.
Get on the surfboard there.
Yeah, fun. Nice switch ring. Setting up for her next tumbling pass. 1.5. Front layout. Coming right back for her last tumbling pass. The double tuck. Little short on that landing, but holds on to it. Great routine for Aubrey Kronfeld.
What a performance by the sophomore.
Yeah, just trying to gain a little bit of endurance in that routine to stand up that last pass a little bit more. But here is that first double pike. Beautiful position, over rotates that just a little bit. Fun dance throughout, showing off her personality with this music selection. And here is that final pass. You see that double tuck, just trying to pull that around, just chest down just a little bit on that landing, but holds on to it for a really nice routine.
Aubrey Kronfeld coming up big for the Cats. Now we go back to the beam for Washington. Lily Tubbs. Lily Tubbs, the senior. Career high 9.875 on the beam. Named to the Big Ten watch list.
And a beautiful front aerial walkover to a scale position. Very difficult to do, to control that landing position. So very difficult. Back handspring, layout, step out. Very solid. She looked like she wanted to wobble there, but held onto that without that wobble. And a beat jump into a split 3/4. Very difficult to be able to turn 3/4 of the way around the beam. That's very difficult.
It all looks difficult to me, Michelle.
Especially on your iPhone.
Yes. Mentioned earlier, balance beam 4 inches wide, about the width. Cell phone, you turn it sideways.
Here's her dismount, a pike gainer off the end. Loved that landing. Stuck that landing, had her chest up on that gainer dismount, which is very difficult to do when you're running off the end of the beam and flipping backwards. So very difficult. Here's that very difficult aerial walkover to the scale position. Takes tremendous strength and balance to be able to do that. And then follows it up here with this dismount, the gainer, pike gainer off the end, chest up, beautifully done. That should score very well for Washington.
Lily Tubbs stepping up for the Gym Dogs. Now we go back to the floor for Arizona, and it is going to be Sophie Durr, the junior.
And another new routine, new music. This is coming straight out of Hamilton.
The Room Where It Happens. Name of the song, and the floor is where it happens for Sophie Durr.
And a beautiful front double fold. Gorgeous late position. That straddle position was just phenomenal.
Her teammates are all in with this routine.
And a front layout, front pull. Really nicely done. I just love this new routine for her. The dance, it fits so well with her personality. Oh, and all the gym cats fell on the floor.
What a way to end it. Yes.
Cats are down just for the moment.
There you go.
And here's that front layout, front full. Handles that beautifully. Great landing. Yeah, another great floor routine for Arizona. Should be very happy with that routine.
And what a confidence builder to perform like that for the first time here, the season opener with the new routine.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge going into the rest of the season, being able to have the confidence from this first meet and knowing it went so well, and she danced beautifully. It just felt like she was really connected to that routine, a lot of personality that we got to see there with that music selection. So I think that is going to suit her well this season.
And now we head back to the beam, and it's going to be to win. The senior going to the beam. It looks like Wynn is on the beam in place of Navarro. And check it. It is Navarro on the beam. We apologize. Lana Navarro, the graduate beam specialist out of Fern, California.
And she is looking solid. She is a beamer. Looks super confident.
And she has career high 9.90.
I believe she was out all last season injured, so it's great to see her back in the lineup. Round off. Tries to hold on to that landing, just a little tiny bit of a hop there, but nice quality routine for Washington. They're trying to erase that first fall in this rotation. There's that round off 1.5, just the smallest of hops on that landing.
Lana's older sister, Lauren, competed with the U.S. national team and collegiately at Stanford.
I can't imagine as a parent having two, high-level gymnasts in this sport. I mean, man, my nerves couldn't handle it.
And now it's Abigail Martin. Career high 9.90 on the floor.
Always a very energetic routine from Abigail. Her dance is beautiful. Her tumbling is very powerful. She's going to open here with a big double pike. Slides back on that landing just a little bit, but such power on that double pike. Her ring leap combination there. She's got the whole crowd saying, "Let's go Pats," during that routine.
Wasn't sure if she was going to stick with gymnastics at 3 years old. So happy she did.
Yeah, no kidding. We're real happy here at Arizona. And a beautiful last pass. Actually, that's probably her second pass. Sorry. She's going to do 3 tumbling passes. She's going to finish here with a big double tuck. Handles that landing beautifully. And what a start to the season for Abigail Martin here in the all-around and floor. What a great night for her.
You know what? Not a surprise. You got Abigail Martin out.
That's right. I'm not surprised at all.
There's the finish right there.
Just gorgeous. She should be super happy with that. That's going to help Arizona's team total here in this rotation.
Good look at Abigail there as we now go back to the beam. And anchoring the beam here for Washington, it's going to be Chelsea Hallinan.
And last week she had a 9.9 on this event. They're looking for that again this week. And in that anchor position, she's definitely capable of scoring that big score for Washington.
Performs with a lot of energy and confidence. Keep an eye on her celebrations on her landings.
Very difficult tumbling series there with that front kick over to back tuck. You don't see that forward motion to backward motion combination very often. Switch leap right into a split jump. Beautiful full turn on releve. Aerial walkover into a beat jump. Beautiful connection. I can see why she scored so high last week. This is a great routine for Washington.
Allen, Silverdale, Washington. Central Kitsap High School.
Setting up for a dismount round off 1.5. Sticks that landing. Great finish to their beam lineup there. Had that fall in that first routine, and they went through and nailed the rest of those routines. And here's that tumbling pass there. Beautifully done. That front kick over to back tuck and follows up here with the stuck round off 1.5. Stagger feet just a little on that landing, but really awesome landing there. And Washington should be real happy they got away with not counting that fall. That's really awesome for them.
Great finish there. Chelsea Hallinan, the anchor on the beam, gets it done in fine fashion. And now the anchor on the floor, the senior, Emma Strom, debuting the new routine.
Yeah, we're all excited to see this here in McHale. And the name to that Big 12 all team, and here on floor, she loves to show off her personality with her floor music selection and her dance.
Well, she's an uptown girl. Why not?
She is. Everybody loves a little Billy Joel.
Sure.
First tumbling pass, the Rudy into the big layout step out. Super high, one of the best in the country. Setting up for her leap pass, switch leap into a switch ring, nails that position. Now what everyone's been waiting for is a little Sweet Caroline to bring here into McHale.
Ever since I heard it was part of the routine, I couldn't wait.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole crowd's involved here. So much fun.
McHale Center loving it. Emma Strom on the floor.
Setting up for her last tumbling pass. 1.5 into a front pull. Beautifully done by Emma.
Nah.
Yeah. So good.
So good.
So good. I think that's just really all we can say about that. She did a phenomenal job there. And here's that Rudy into that big layout step out. Just so much air on that. Setting up for now the last tumbling pass. Got to fit all this in. She runs out of real estate a little bit with that 1.5 front full and is like not wanting to go out of bounds. A little stumble there on that last pass. But that was fun. That was fun to watch.
And that's the idea of the floor.
Yes.
Got the crowd involved. Everybody was pumped up. A lot to like about that new routine.
Yeah, all I can say is just so good.
So good.
So good.
You go Billy Joel. You go Sweet Caroline. How about the score? 9.925. Emma Strom with the new floor routine, and she delivers.
Yeah, one judge scored it in 9.95, other 9.9925 split there. It's pretty awesome for a debut floor routine here in McHale. And only looking to get better.
And yes, Emma Strom, so good. So good.
We're gonna wear it out.
There we go. That was my last one.
Okay, thank you.
I wanted to get the score first.
Yeah.
And we got it in. So.
Yeah, that was.
Terrific evening here for Arizona. job well done. I guess one of their former Pac-12 foes in Washington.
Yeah, this is always a big battle, is Washington versus Arizona. Not quite as big as Arizona State. However, you know, these Pac-12 rivalries were huge in the day, and it's great to see it continue.
Some final thoughts when we saw here the season opener for Arizona. What to look forward to moving forward.
Yeah, I think you're going to look forward to some really great freshmen stepping up into these bigger roles and continue to grow that team score. I mean, it's not where they want to be, but you got a lot of season to go. So it's a great start to the season, and they should be real happy with that. So, and you know, the upperclassmen stepping up and doing their routines, that was impressive tonight.
Yeah, a lot to like from the veterans, but also the newcomers as well.
Yeah, the newcomers, I mean, that's the future of Arizona gymnastics. So you come out and watch, you're going to see these girls here for another